Can I flip this gaming PC for a profit? Hi, my name is Luke, and after 2 successful PC flips, I feel comfortable going in for a slightly higher priced PC. Previously, I didn't feel comfortable spending this much money on a build just because I wasn't confident that it would sell, but after 2 successful attempts, I'm confident that I can sell this one as well. For the graphics card, we're going with the 3070 that I found for $180. Gonna go with an Asus B550 motherboard that came with a 5700G that I got on Facebook for $120 for the bundle. I'm gonna go with a 32GB set of DDR4. Gonna go with the cable extensions, of course, have to for the aesthetic. Best $20 spent on a PC build. Had to get 3 extra fans to have top exhaust fans. Went with a 1TB NVMe, 5000 megabyte read-write speed. Really happy with that. I'm just going to use the cooler that came with the CPU motherboard combo for now. It's ARGB, should do just fine. And then of course going to go with a 700 watt power supply just to have a little bit of overhead and a little bit of room for growth. Of course we're going to go with the Okeanos Aqua 7. I love this case. Love Okeanos, they do a great job. So here we are putting in the CPU. Pretty quick, pretty simple, done this 1,000 times. Not a biggie at all. I always feel nervous installing RAM. There's always that bit of a crunch sound that it makes, but as long as it's lined up and you know it's right, you're good to go. I had to move the spacer for the SSD from the top port down to the bottom port just because the bottom port is the one that I wanted to use. It wasn't too hard. If you need a screwdriver kit, this one's on Amazon. It was $10. I really like it. It has a bunch of different small bits and it's really comfortable in the hand. It's not a huge bulky screwdriver like I'm used to using. My one complaint with this case is that these bottom fans right here block all of the motherboard hubs along the bottom, such as the power switch connector and the USB 3.0 connector and the HD audio connector. All 3 of those are blocked, and then once you replace the fans, they're kind of squished, especially the USB 3.0 connector. It's squished really tightly. I was a little concerned about causing damage, but it seems fine so far. They're pretty durable. Real quick, for the cable extensions I wanted to show you real quick. Sometimes they're not labeled. They look the same on that end, but to tell the difference between GPU and CPU, the GPU should be the 6+2 connector and the CPU should be the 4+4 connector. That's how you tell the difference. I'm not sure if it's a huge deal if you mix them up. I'm sure it's not good, so just be sure you get those right. And then here comes the fun part of actually having to connect the cable extensions and then try to manage and find out where to stuff the actual cables themselves as well as the excess cable extensions. This is always my least favorite part, but it is exciting because this is when it starts to actually look like a nice PC build. And then of course you just want to space those little plastic pieces to where they hold the cable nice and even until it disappears behind the back of the case. Installing the top fans wasn't too bad, pretty quick. No complaints here about the case or the fans. Everything was great. Here I am installing the CPU cooler. This CPU cooler was a bit funky. It had a proprietary backplate. It wasn't a regular AM4 backplate, and the cooler just screwed directly into the backplate. So easy enough, no problem at all. Wasn't too hard to install. Fan just clips on, and we're good to go. Here comes the fun part of managing all of the fan cables, getting those plugged in, both the fan cables and the RGB cables themselves. I didn't actually need an adapter for the case fans. They are all able to daisy chain, so no extra splitters needed there. However, for the CPU fan, I did need an RGB splitter, but that was it. The CPU fan, of course, just plugs into the motherboard, and the case fans are able to daisy chain, so perfect. What I think is one of the most fun parts is finally getting to install the GPU. It's both intimidating and fun. And this is me realizing that A, the CPU fan does not change colors, and B, the button on the case does not change the color of the fans. So, after learning that the RGB on the CPU cooler does not work, I ordered a new CPU cooler. Not only does it only light up blue, but whenever I would plug it in, it would make the other lights, sometimes it would make the other lights, if the connection wasn't great, kind of strobe or flash. And also the button on the case does not change the colors on the fans. I'm not sure if I kind of troubleshot it, and I was able to short the connector on the fan hub to change the colors. So I knew the hub was working, I knew the fans were working, and all the cables. It appeared to just be either the button or something to do with somewhere between the button and the connector for the I/O on the front of the case. Just didn't work. So fortunately, Okanos, I reached out to them through Amazon, and they sent me a new case hub to replace the faulty one. So I did that and it worked. They didn't charge anything. They shipped it. So props to Okanos. They did a really good job, took care of me. I was really happy that I didn't have to order a new case and unbuild this PC and rebuild it. It was nice that I could just swap out that one component and it worked. I actually only had the computer listed for about a week before I got a serious buyer, and he met me same day and picked it up. And then he actually had a 3900X in his old computer, which he wanted to swap for this 5700G. I told him it wouldn't really make a huge difference, I don't think. I think he was using a bottleneck calculator and saw that this CPU didn't bottleneck at 1080p as much as the 5700G. In the online tests side by side, it seems like the 5700G performs a tiny bit better in gaming, like a couple FPS, but it's not really a huge deal. Although, whenever we swapped the CPUs, he went home and tried to boot up his old computer and it wouldn't boot. So I went over there, I tried to figure it out. It didn't turn on whatsoever, so I didn't think it was like the GPU, CPU, RAM. I thought it might be the power supply. I plugged in the power supply from the working computer into the not working computer and it still would not turn on. So I am confident that it is the motherboard. It is the only thing I can think that it would be. I tried to short the power pins on the motherboard and it still wouldn't turn on when connected to either power supply. So I really think it's the motherboard. He's going to order one on Amazon and see if that's it. But I'll keep you updated. I might just post a short or add it into this video if it's not posted before he gets that figured out. But yeah, overall, sold it for $825. Cost me $700 to build. So the guy was really nice. He actually came over and brought his old computer and kind of watched me swap out the CPUs because he's trying to learn a little bit more about computers. So he was really nice. He's done a great job, and he didn't freak out whenever his other computer didn't turn on. He didn't blame me. I don't think it's anything I did. I think it might have just been a freak coincidence that the motherboard gave out now. But we'll see. We'll see if the motherboard's a problem, and then we'll go from there. I have built 3 other PCs and filmed them. One for my wife, one for a friend, and one that was a custom build for a client that messaged me on Facebook. So I was torn if I should make a video about those. So if you would like to see a video about those, please let me know in the comments. Leave a like so that I know that you're interested. And yeah, maybe we'll post videos about those as well, and I can talk you through the journey of, you know, what parts I went with and why. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. I already have them, like I said, I already have them filmed. I already have the building of the computers filmed. I would still need to, of course, voiceover, edit, comment, video, any talking I had to do. But yeah, that is all. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for your continued support and your love. Sorry it's been like over a month since the last post. My wife and I went on a delayed honeymoon. We got married last November and we just now went on our honeymoon. That's what I mean by that. And we've just been super busy with family and working on our house and just all of that. So it's been tough to find the time to film and edit. So if you're back from my previous videos, I appreciate you being a loyal fan. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to post some more videos. And if you're somewhere in between, then that's all right too. All right, thanks guys. Bye. Also, update, it was the motherboard. That guy texted me like a week after and said he got a new motherboard and it works just fine. So no idea why the motherboard fried then and there. Also, while I was over there, I was removing the 3900X and bent the pins on it. So I panicked a little bit. Of course, I told the guy, I was like, if I broke this, obviously I'll pay for it. But luckily, I was able to straighten out the pins in his apartment kitchen with my phone flashlight and a mechanical pencil and my little tiny screwdriver set. I was able to straighten them out. So thankfully that worked out, but that was a close call. Hey guys, I just want to add this on to the end of the video. So I actually finished mostly editing that video back in like October, November. But we had the holidays and the new year, and we've just been so busy. It's been difficult to find the time to go in and kind of clean it up, finish it, finalize it, and upload it. I haven't really been doing as many PC flips recently. I haven't done any actually since this one that I'm posting now. I haven't done any flips. I do have one custom build I'm doing for a friend. I may turn that into a video. If you guys want to see that and turn it into a video, please leave some comments. Because as far as other PC flips, whenever I do have free time, it's felt like a chore to invest time in that hobby and into these videos. I do love it. I do enjoy it. If it were my full-time job, I'd love that. But it's just difficult. The little free time I have, it's, you know, I oftentimes would rather play video games with friends or spend time with my wife or friends and family. So it's just been difficult to invest the time it takes to not only flip these PCs, but also make videos about it. So I definitely still plan on uploading some videos. I do have one other video I'm editing that I think it'll be a funny one. It's not PC focused. I'm not sure if I should upload it to this channel or another channel, but I think I'll upload that one for sure. But like I said, I'm not sure if I'll turn this custom build that I'm doing into a video, but if you guys do want to see that in video form, please let me know. I, in a way, regret not capitalizing on the traction that I had with my first two videos. I feel like the views, the comments, all the feedback that I have from those first two videos, I feel like is not, I feel like I did not expect to get that many views, and like I said, part of me regrets not capitalizing on that traction, but again, I didn't want it to feel like a chore, feel like work, and that's kind of what it felt like whenever I would go to, try to find time to invest and money to invest in these computer parts and into the editing. Like I said, I'm not saying no to the future. I definitely think I'll still upload some more videos. But I just can't thank you guys enough for the support, for everything. So yeah, that's about it.